So this video is an example of how to multiply radicals. So to multiply radicals, we're going to do it similar to fractions, right? We're going to multiply the radicand times the radicand. So we would do 8 times 9, which is going to give us 72. And we would also do the coefficient, which is the 3, times the other coefficient, which is 2. So 3 times 2 is 6. You can look here for that vocabulary, right? So the coefficient is the number outside the radical, and the radicand is the number underneath. Now that we've multiplied, we still want to simplify. So I'm going to look at my list of perfect squares and try and find the largest perfect square that divides into 72. So I have this list, right? 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 3 is 9, 4 times 4 is 16, 5 times 5 is 25, 6 times 6 is 36, and I could keep going. But notice that 36 divides into 72. It's 36 times 2. So in my next step, I pick the largest perfect square. Now the square root of 36 is 6, so that's going to break free from the radical. It doesn't have a radical over it anymore. And then the last step would be to multiply the coefficient and our new coefficient that came out of the radical. So 6 times 6 is 36, radical 2. Just to show you that you could get this right still, even if you were to simplify it a little slower, we have 6 radical 72. You might have thought, oh, that's 9 times 8. We could start with that, we just have to keep going. So the square root of 9 is 3. So in this case, we would get 6 times 3 radical 8, which is 18 radical 8. Now the biggest perfect square that divides into 8 is 4. Right, so I could rewrite this as 18 radical 4 times radical 2, right? Because 8 is 4 times 2. And then 4 has a square root. The square root of 4 is 2. So that's going to come out and turn into multiplication. And the 2 is still stuck underneath because it's not a perfect square. And then I would do 18 times 2. And 18 times 2 gives me 36. So either way, I would get the same answer. So there's more than one way to simplify, but the key is that first you multiply the radicals by keeping the coefficient times the coefficient and the radicand times the radicand, and then you simplify second. Thank you.